Even if the reason for you not making any progress and not doing anything for a long while is you really being genuinely tired and exhausted and too tired to do anything, and you're not like making that up, but the reason is true, and your body and your subconscious both believe you, still you will get a dip in dopamine because you haven't made progress a lot, recently. The fact remains you're still not making progress, and you're not getting any reward during the period of time where you were still tired or too tired to do anything. Dopamine is decreasing because nothing is happening, nothing is being done, regardless of why. Again, even if it's not your fault, even if you can't do anything about it, it doesn't care. Learn to recover quickly so that you can get back on track before the decline becomes too heavy for you to navigate through it. Like now, let's say you are resting for a whole hour. Dopamine could decline during that hour because you have to do nothing until you recover, until you rest and regenerate your energy. Since you're doing nothing, dopamine is still decreasing. It doesn't care. And your reward levels are decreasing, and you will feel frustrated from the nothingness and emptiness and nothing happening. Just the fact that nothing is happening will lower your dopamine and will lower your reward levels, and this lowering of your levels of reward will make it hard for you to function and have executive functioning, and have your own abilities, like your own mental abilities and mental powers, and basic abilities that make you navigate through your day will be crippled. You will be unable to do anything just because of that dopamine dip. Dopamine is not bad. It's how you get it or where you get it from. Like the problem is with your addictions, not with dopamine itself or excessive dopamine. There's no such a thing as excessive dopamine ever. Since your dopamine or reward are decreasing, like since your dopamine is decreasing or your reward is decreasing, regardless of the reason, you will feel that everything has been a struggle. You're moving mountains to do everything and anything, and yet it's hard to regulate your negative emotion, and it's hard to regulate your mood, and you're fighting just to stay positive, and everything is negative and everything is difficult, everything is so heavy, everything feels like you're pushing against the whole mountain, like you're moving mountains just to get the least things done. That is so hard, and that happens even if the reason for that decline in dopamine is not your fault. The reason was you just taking too long to rest. And the problem isn't in that you're wrong in taking all that time to rest. The problem is in that you took too long to rest through no fault of your own. Like the recovery time is long, and since it is long, the dopamine will decline regardless. Even if you really need that long time to recover, even if it's not humanly possible to recover in lesser time, even if it's impossible, even if it's not your fault, you will still experience the decline in dopamine, which will make everything difficult. So the point here is, why am I telling you this? It's not to grieve you. It's to tell you you have to become pro at recovery. You have to become pro at regenerating your energy real quick. Really, really quickly and fast. You have to regenerate your energy ASAP, in no time. You have to learn and condition your body and train your body to gain the ability to regenerate your energy and recover your energy and recover from fatigue and exhaustion real quick, very, very fast, because you cannot afford to spend eons of time just recovering. Your dopamine will decline, you'll lose your momentum or sense of momentum, you will feel like you haven't moved the needle for too long, and that will frustrate you. That will make you feel like hopeless, and everything is taking too long to happen. Why is everybody else getting ahead in life? Why is everybody succeeding except me? And everybody is happy but me. Everybody's successful but me. Everybody's getting ahead and living their best life and most successful and happiest life except me, because I'm doing something like that takes 1 minute, and then I spend 1 hour to recover afterwards. So you feel like you are so slow, and that discourages you in and of itself. You lose your momentum because of how long it took you to recover. even if you really need that rest. So the point is, oh, rest, take your time, no pressure. We really should prioritize self-care. We really should. No, we should prioritize self-care quickly, in no time. You cannot afford to spend longer time resting after everything you do 10 times the time that the productive thing that you did took. You cannot afford that. Self-care and self-recovery and taking care of yourself and prioritizing yourself and rest cannot be the majority of your time. Your downtime cannot be 80% of your time. You cannot afford that to happen. You have to make it the opposite. It is a fad that 80% of results come from 20% of your work. No, you have 80% of your day has to be productive and 20% of your day has to be downtime to recover and refresh yourself and gain your energy and be happy and have fun. There's nothing wrong with it, but that has to not exceed 20%. You have to be productive for 80% of your day, because if your life sucks, make it stop to suck. Make a difference in your life today. Stop the bad circumstances and the bad things that are happening to you that are making you miserable all the time. Stop them from existing. Fix your life, which means you need to work all the time. And if your life is epic, you need to enjoy your life. Like, the whole point is to live your life to the fullest, even if you have everything figured out. You really need to spend all that time enjoying life, living your life to the fullest. So you still need to spend 80% of your time in your uptime, in the productive time, in the time where you are consciously doing intentional stuff that you really want to do today, not downtime. So 80% of your time has to be the main time where you are at your peak energy and you're happy and you're doing the best thing that could be done today. And the most productive and the thing that makes you the most happy and fulfilled in life, even if you have everything figured out. That should be 80% of your time. 20% of your time only should be the downtime, which means you need to learn to recover real quick.